I have something important to confess to you. I've been holding this inside for too long. I've started this conversation in my head 1,000 times, but every time I got close to saying it, something stopped me. Fear, doubt, the possibility of losing you forever. But I can't stay silent anymore, because the truth, it's eating me alive. So here it is, my confession. I wasn't honest with you, not in the way you think. I never lied outright, never said things that weren't true, but I also never told you everything. I kept things from you, not because I wanted to deceive you, but because I was afraid. Afraid that if you knew the full truth, you would see me differently. Afraid that if I let you in completely, you'd realize I wasn't as strong as you thought. Afraid that you'd walk away. So I hid parts of myself, the insecurities, the fears, the battles I never let you see. I acted like I had it all together, when deep down I was barely holding on. And for that, I'm sorry. I let my fear ruin us. I cared about you more than I ever let on, more than I admitted to myself. But instead of showing it, instead of letting myself be vulnerable, I kept my walls up. I made you feel like you were the only one trying. I made you question whether I even cared at all. I made you doubt something that should have been undeniable. And the worst part, I saw how it hurt you. How your eyes lost their sparkle, how you stopped reaching for me the way you used to, how you slowly started pulling away. Because deep down you knew I was holding something back, and you were right. The truth, I never said out loud I loved you. I still do, and I hate myself for never saying it when it mattered most. For making you feel like you were alone in this, when in reality, you were the only thing that ever made me feel whole. I wanted to tell you so many times, but every time the words almost left my mouth, fear held them back. Fear of losing myself in you. Fear of needing you too much. Fear of being seen. But now I've lost you anyway, and I realize I was always going to lose you. Not because you wanted to leave, but because I never gave you a reason to stay. If this is too late, I understand. I don't expect you to forgive me. I don't expect this confession to fix anything. I just needed you to know, because even if you never speak to me again, even if you move on and never look back, at least you'll finally know the truth. I loved you. I love you still. And I will spend the rest of my life regretting that I never told you when you needed to hear it most. There's more I need to confess. I thought telling you the truth would bring me peace. That once I finally admitted how I felt, how I failed, how much I still think about you, the weight would lift. But it didn't. Because there's more that I never said, more that I kept locked away, more that I need to confess, even if it changes nothing. I was my own worst enemy. You were never the problem, not once. Not even for a second. I was the one who let my own doubts, my own fears, my own inability to be vulnerable ruin what we had. I pushed you away, not because I didn't love you, but because I didn't know how to accept the love you were giving me. I sabotaged the one thing in my life that was real. And now I have to live with the knowledge that I was the reason we fell apart. Not time, not distance, not circumstances beyond our control, just me. And that's a truth I wish I didn't have to face. I thought you'd always be there. I took you for granted. I thought no matter how much I pulled away, no matter how much I held back, no matter how much I failed to show up, you'd still be there, that you'd always wait, that you'd always forgive, that you'd never get tired of trying to fix what I kept breaking. But love doesn't work that way. People don't stay when they feel unwanted. Hearts don't keep waiting when they're always being pushed aside. And by the time I realized what I had done, you were already gone. I still think about what could have been some nights. I lie awake imagining a different ending for us. One where I wasn't afraid to tell you how I felt. One where I didn't let my pride stop me from fighting for you. One where I didn't lose you before I even realized I had something worth holding on to. But the past isn't something I can rewrite. And the pain of knowing that, it's something I'll carry for the rest of my life. I don't deserve a second chance, but I still want one. I know I have no right to ask for another chance. I know you deserve more than an apology wrapped in regret. I know you deserve someone who knew your worth the first time. But if there was even the smallest chance to make this right, I'd take it. Because the truth is, no matter how much time passes, no matter how far apart we are, no matter how much I try to move on, it's still you, it's always been you. And that's the hardest confession of all. The final part of my confession, I told myself I was done, that I had said everything I needed to say, that no matter how much I wanted to keep reaching for you, there was nothing left to confess. But I was wrong, because there's still one last thing, something I never told you, something I was too afraid to admit, even to myself. And now I need you to hear it. I didn't just lose you, I lost myself too. When you walked away, you didn't just take your love with you. You took the version of me that existed when you were by my side, the one who laughed more, the one who dreamed bigger, the one who believed in something greater than himself. I thought I could live without you, that I would wake up, move on, start over. But the truth, I haven't been the same since you left, because when I lost you, I lost the best part of myself. I lied when I said I wanted you to be happy without me. I told you I wanted you to move on, that I hoped you'd find someone who could love you better than I did. And part of me meant it. But the other part, the selfish part, it hated the thought of you loving someone else. It hated the idea of someone else, knowing how you take your coffee, how you bite your lip when you're thinking, how your voice softens when you're falling asleep. I pretended to be okay with it, but deep down, I wanted to be the only one who ever truly knew you. I know it's too late, but I'll always wonder what if. I don't expect a second chance. I don't expect you to come running back just because I finally found the courage to tell you the truth. But I can't help but wonder, what if I had figured this out sooner? What if I had told you how much you meant to me before you walked away? What if I had fought for us when I still had the chance? Would we still be here? Would you still be mine? Or were we always meant to end like this? Me finally ready to love you the right way, and you too far gone to hear it. This is the last time I'll say it. I have no more words left after this. No more confessions. No more regrets to spill. No more hopes of rewriting our story. This is it, my final confession, and if you take nothing else from it, just remember this. I loved you. I just realized it too late. The truth, I never had the courage to tell you. I thought I could keep this to myself, that I could bury it, pretend it didn't exist, and move on like none of it ever happened. But the truth, it's been clawing at me, refusing to stay silent. So before I lose my chance forever, before time makes this confession meaningless, I need you to hear this. I need you to know I was never as strong as you. Thought you always saw the best in me. You believed I was capable of more than I ever believed in myself. You called me strong, resilient, unshaken by anything life threw my way. But that was never the whole story. I was never as put together as I made you believe. I had doubts I never voiced, fears I never admitted, emotions I locked away because I didn't want to seem weak. And maybe, just maybe, if I had let you see the real me, we wouldn't be standing on opposite sides of this goodbye. I pushed you away because I was afraid. I told myself I needed space, that I wasn't ready for something so deep, so real, that I had to figure myself out first before I could fully love someone else. But the truth, I was terrified of how much I needed you. I wasn't ready to be vulnerable. I wasn't ready to depend on someone. I wasn't ready to admit that you had become the one person I couldn't imagine my life without. So instead of holding on to you, I let go. And now I live with that choice every single day. I pretended I was okay, but I never was. I acted like losing you didn't break me, like I moved on without looking back, like I was fine, happy, untouched by the emptiness you left behind. But it was all a lie, because every time I close my eyes, I still see you. Because every time I hear your name, my heart still stops for a second. Because every time I think I've forgotten you, something reminds me that I never really will. I wanted to be strong. Instead, I became someone who hides behind fake smiles and unfinished goodbyes. I don't deserve another chance, but I wish I had one. I know I can't ask you to come back. I know I can't erase the hurt I caused. The nights you spent wondering why you weren't enough for me to stay. But if I could, if life ever gave me a second chance, I wouldn't waste it. I wouldn't run from you. I wouldn't hold back. I wouldn't let fear steal the best thing that ever happened to me. But I know second chances don't come easy. And by the time I finally found the courage to tell you all of this, you were already gone. This is my last confession. No more hiding, no more pretending, no more acting like losing you was just another moment in my life. Because you weren't just a moment. You were the best part of my story. And now I have to live with the fact that I was the one who wrote you out of it.